guess what? Another angry rant coming because a game I've been looking forward to, Metro Last Light, which is the sequel to Metro 2033, which was a surprise hit, first-person shooter with survival horror elements. Well, the sequel's coming out. It looks really good. I'm actually currently reviewing it, and I would show you footage from it and what I'm about to talk about, but I don't think I can. I think I'm under embargo, but I don't think that embargo is limited to, or limits me from talking about this fucking bullshit where I go in the game, I go in the menu, and I see, there's two modes to play. There's normal mode and there's ranger mode. Now, for those of you that don't know, Ranger mode was in the original 2033. It makes the game a lot harder. It's basically hard difficulty. You know, games have 3 difficulties: easy, medium, hard, and then sometimes they'll have very hard. Well, Ranger is very hard mode, okay? It takes away the HUD, it's more immersive, it gives you fewer bullets, it makes the enemy AI smarter or harder, and so guess what? It's grayed out. And I can't play it, and I'm trying to figure out why I can't play it, and I look closely, and I can't show you this, but it says something like, you must download it, it's DLC, okay? And this isn't day 1 DLC, because I go on the Steam page, and I see that the Steam page it says a pre-order for a free upgrade to a limited edition. So basically, fuck limited edition. What it is, it's a pre-order incentive, okay? Well, what do you get for the pre-order incentive? You get an exclusive in-game weapon, you get 100 military-grade bullets, which are currency in the game, shiny bullets, and you get the Ranger mode. That's right, they completely remove a mode from the game unless you pre-order the game. They say no Ranger mode for you unless you pre-order the game. If you don't pre-order the game, guess what? You can still have the Ranger mode after the game comes out. Charge you $5 for Ranger mode. They want $5 for the way that everybody wants to play Metro. They want to charge you $5. Now, Metro is not exactly a mainstream game. I'm sure many of you have probably never heard of it. But I would argue that a lot of hardcore first-person shooter people or survival horror people really like Metro. And those people are the ones that want to play Metro in Ranger mode, the way it was meant to be played, right? Get this. The actual website says and markets this as experience complete immersion, no HUD, less bullets, brutal combat, hardcore, the way it was meant to be played. The way it was meant to be played. So the way the game that was meant to be played, we're going to remove it from the game, we're going to charge you $5. Unless you pre-order this shit. I'm getting really sick and tired now of publishers' bullshit against legitimate customers just because we didn't throw fucking money at them before the game releases. You want gamers to buy your game? Then don't punish them for buying it. After the game comes out, you punish those players who didn't pre-order, who order afterwards, and then have to spend an extra $5 to play the game the way it was meant to be played. No. 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 This shit is gonna continue. Companies are gonna give you less and less, and you're gonna pay more and more. And then publishers turn around and wonder why do so many people pirate games? Why do people sell their games back to game stores and their used games and then other people buy those used games at cheaper prices and we don't get any money? We don't see money for that. So let's do pre-order bonuses. So, you know what's funny is that, this question was asked of the developers by PC Gamer. Props to PC Gamer for having the balls to ask. Look, here's an article here. It says, if Metro Last Light Ranger mode is the way it was meant to be played, why isn't it included for all players? So they ask him, here's the response. This is great. You're gonna love this from Koch Media, okay? Maybe the Koch brothers, we don't know, but Koch Media said, they explain it this way. Quote unquote, game makers and publishers now live in a world where we're offering game content as pre-order exclusive. It's a requirement by retail. And Ranger mode seemed like the best choice, since it was a mode for hardcore fans who would most likely pre-order the game or purchase it at launch anyway, he says. We rejected requests to make story content or additional missions exclusive. Oh, and get this last part. This is key here. I don't know if he slipped up or if I'm reading this wrong, but read this last sentence. We also rejected requests to make this a timed exclusive. You are fucking gamers right there. You are fucking your customers. You're punishing them right there with that sentence. Did you realize that? So literally what that tells me is this could have been the timed exclusive. The right way to do this. Okay, so you want, oh, the retailers are making us do it. Oh, the God, we didn't want to do it. The retailers are forcing us to do it. Honest. Okay, fine. Okay, let's accept that excuse, right? Well, why didn't you just make a fucking mug, right? Or a pen, or you know what? A bullet USB. I don't know. Something, okay? But no, you have to take a mode, rip it out of the game and say $5. This mode that everybody wants to play, you can't have it until you pre-order the game. How about you just make an in-game gun like everybody else does? Or, wait a minute, you did do that, didn't you? Let me go to the fucking Steam page right now. Look, it says, yeah, it says right here, what do you get for pre-ordering? You get a modified Russian rifle, extra military-grade bullets, okay, so the Ranger mode, and Metro Last Light digital comic. So what, that wasn't good enough? So the pre-order, so you get a comic, you get in-game items, creative exclusively for the game, which is what you just said you didn't want to do, and that's not good enough for your pre-order. You have to take something you know players want, rip it from the main game, and put it in the fucking pre-order bonus. And then, if you don't pre-order it, you pay me $5 for it afterwards. This is the exact kind of fucking pre-order bullshit that nobody likes. Nobody. This is the wrong way to do it. And we have to draw the line at people taking hard modes out of games. That's where I draw the line. You want to do day one DLC? Fine. If it's fucking good enough, fine. So as long as you didn't rip it from the main game, like what's happening here. You're ripping shit from the main game, a mode that was in the previous game, and you're saying pay us $5 or pre-order the game. Well, you know what? A lot of people are going to say, no, I'm not going to pre-order your game. In fact, now I'm not pre-ordering your game. I'm going to wait for a Steam sale. Yeah, I'm going to wait for a Steam sale too. It's 50% off. Then I'll pay your $5 when I paid 50% off. I can kick you $5 then. Do you want that? Do you want nobody to buy your game? You really want to punish customers who are excited to buy your game day one? That's what you want to do. Because they forgot to pre-order or they didn't pre-order. This is such a weak sauce, pitiful ass excuse that any child can see right through. If you had to include a pre-order bonus, and everybody does that and retailers expect it, okay then. Then don't fucking lock off modes like a jackass. Now, I still haven't decided fully whether this should affect my score of the game. I'll probably cut that out, what I just said about the game, because it is under embargo until, I forget what date. So, for now, I want to let you guys know, I need your opinion. Number one, do you think it's bullshit? Do you think taking a mode, Ranger mode, which is literally the survival horror mode, okay, the hard mode in the game, and then saying this mode is only available to people who pre-order a game or people who pay us $5 after it comes out. Do you think that's the right pre-order incentive? Or do you think that they should have just included, oh, here's some guns, here's some more ammunition, here's this free comic, oh, and here's the free download of the book? Those be the pre-order bonuses? Instead of taking something they know players are going to want the game for and putting it in there for a very specific reason, and then saying that, no, we're not going to make it a timed exclusive. No, and that would have been fine. If, you know what, if they turn around and say, you know what, if people get upset and they say, look, we don't like this shit, and they turn around and said, okay, you know what, we'll make it a timed exclusive, it'll be free, we won't charge $5. I'll come back and I'll say, You're fucking badass, man. That, hell yes. Thank you. I'm sorry for getting upset at you guys. You guys kick ass. Thank you for doing that. Shouldn't have been pulling that shit in the first place, though. But I guarantee it's probably not what's going to happen unless enough people are saying, wait a minute. You're going to take a mode out of the game that we got last time that you know everybody wants, and you're going to say pre-order only or give us $5? No. For what? For what? You take my bullets away, you take my HUD away, and you fucking make the AI harder? You're just You could do that if you open up the files and modify if you know what you're doing, you can do that. But you want to encourage piracy of your game? You want to encourage hackers to come up in your game? No, you don't. This is a single player game. It's stupid. And not everybody has the skills to go and open INI files and shit. Why are you punishing people who want to buy the game? It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's stupid. And I'm sad to see it on a cool game. You know, I thought I get this feeling from Metro that it's more indie. It's more, hey, you know, this isn't exactly mainstream. The world of Metro is so cool. It's oppressive. It's relentless. It's post-apocalyptic. It has unique mechanics in it. And so it's not mainstream, and it doesn't have to follow the rules of all of this other bullshit from all these other bigger companies. I don't know why they decided to do this. It's negative ass press. Maybe they think that they can get profit from it. I don't know. I mean, Aliens Colonial Marines sold, what, 1.31 million copies? The question we have to ask ourselves is, where do we draw the line? Because there has to be a line drawn somewhere. These are businesses. They have a right to earn money, but we also have a right to say, no, I don't want to pay for that, right? So where is the line? To me, when you're taking difficulty modes, literally AI adjustments out of the game and charging people for them, that's the fucking line. It don't get no more line than that. Next, we're going to have to pay for $10 for competent AI or AI with guns. No, you want to play a military shooter? Here's all the AI. They don't have guns. They all have pistols. If you want that, if you want a real challenge, you want to play the game. It was meant to be played. The enemy gets helicopters, tanks, all the coolest shit you can think of. For $5, for $10, for $15. Hell, you give us an extra $30, we'll put a fucking aircraft carrier on the goddamn battlefield and it'll fire all of its Flamix guns at you and bullshit. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, that's probably never gonna happen, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to play your game the way it's not meant to be played, I guess. And I'm going to get a worse experience out of it then. And I will think less of the game because you wanted to keep it out of the game for some reason. Whatever, man. The review is coming. It's on its way. I've just started. I'm not too far into the game yet, but I'll work my way through it and put it out as soon as I can. I'm not going to rush it. You know, you guys know me. I like to play the game to completion, try to figure everything out for you guys. It's only single player, so that's good in terms of getting it out to you quickly. And all right, so until then, until the review, I will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.